again, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Thank you for joining us for this playoff edition of the NBA on 2K Sports Western Conference Finals. The battle now goes to Game 2. We've got San Antonio facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. You take a look at the Thunder. A successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
This game really gives them a chance to kind of put the hammer down in this series. If they can build on that Game 1 victory and then win here tonight, it would make it almost impossible to come back from.
But let's flip that script. A loss tonight and their home court advantage goes straight out the window, and that would put tons of pressure on them going on the road.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening line. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter, and it's Parker in at the point guard. Now here's Parker. And Green now, top of the key. Back to Parker. And stolen by James. For the finish, a huge slam to perfect end of the fast break.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And so it's San Antonio with it, following the score by Oklahoma City. Here's Leonard, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Man, maximum force on that dunk.
Westbrook gets a screen from James. Westbrook dishes to James. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy two.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And James drills them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Pass to Green. There's a screen. Back to Parker. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Outside Westbrook. In the corner, it's James. Picked away. Parker against Westbrook. Parker passes to Leonard. Duncan outside. 5 on the clock. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, you have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
And Westbrook, here we go. He used that pick to perfection.
You can't give him that shot. I mean, a few open looks are all it takes, and he can really get rolling.
Spurs trail by 4. Parker outside. Duncan with a screen on Westbrook. Parker kicks to Splitter. And it's blocked by Ibaka. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Westbrook dishes to James. Goes up the baseline, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him how his team's mindset was after that opening loss. He told me, we're not down. Our goal was to come in here and take one of the first 2 on the road. So we're still in a position to accomplish what we set out for. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Goes back up, and Duncan lays it in. Duncan's got his first points of the night.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Now here's Westbrook. Lamb passes to James, and he stops it on a pass to set him up.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
Now here's Parker. To the inside, puts up the baby hook, and the rejection by James. Green kicks to Splitter. And the foul on Big Smooth. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Ibaka. Perry Jones comes in for Kevin Durant. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Jeremy Lamb. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Splitter. Aminu comes in for Tim Duncan. Ellis, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Count the bucket. That's 10 points for Big Smooth.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Mills dishes to Aminu. Leonard with a screen on James. Ellis. But they recover it. Leonard the pass to Nicholson. And he makes good on the layup.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
The Thunder leading by 4. 1:04 left to play in the first quarter. Westbrook kicks to James. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. You look at James, so solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
Well, you always want to shoot a high percentage, and that goes back to the kind of shots you get. But there's no better time than the postseason to knock down most of the shots that you take.
Free throw drops for James.
And what a game for James. He's already got 11 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
Yeah, Clark, he's had a great presence defensively. He's thrown off their rhythm on several occasions.
And Mills kicks to Aminu. He feeds it to Leonard. To the middle. Wants to get it to Nicholson and does. And that one's good.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here's Morrow. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the shot is good.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
Well, if they can match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Mills with it. He's covered by Westbrook. Leonard kicks to Mills. Back to Leonard. Here's Nicholson. His 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Westbrook. Here's Morrow. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Thunder up 8. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And we welcome you back to the Western Conference Finals as we get going again. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Thunder? James comes in for Perkins. And Serge Ibaka subbed in for McGarry. San Antonio also making some changes. Splitter's checked in for Duncan. Green comes in for Andrew Nicholson. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Ellis. On the court for San Antonio, we've got Splitter. Tony Parker is out there with Devin Harris. Then it's Green, and it's Aminu in at the 4 slot. Offensive rebound. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. Big Smooth in their last time out against the Spurs made some major contributions. He had 9 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. His play was a big part of why they were able to jump out to the early series lead by taking Game 1. Will he be as effective in Game 2?
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night, Steve, and he didn't disappoint them.
No, he didn't. In fact, he did everything they asked of him and more. And I think he really enjoys being that go-to guy for them.
Yeah, I think he relishes that because he knows he's capable of doing it. He's had some performances that have fortified his confidence in that role, so he's in a good place right now.
Parker outside. Green up on top. Splitter kicks to Harris. Outside, Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
In the second quarter, they've had the right approach. Very aggressive, driving, drawing contact, and creating opportunities at the free throw line.
Well, you know, if other things aren't working for you, Steve, getting to the foul line can be a good place to start to turn it around.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Ibaka. Perry Jones comes in for Kevin Durant. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Jeremy Lamb.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Now Mills. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Splitter. Broke loose. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Outside Westbrook. And James throws it down.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
And the Spurs with possession. They look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
Kevin, that game defensively was an absolute nightmare. They went into that building and just got blown out by a very hot team.
Well, they didn't defend those shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started rocking and thumping and bumping, things only got worse.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. Mills dishes to Leonard. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Up in time. Can't get it to go. 8 times.
All right, Kevin, here with Tony Parker.
Hey guys, listen up. We're right where we want to be, but we still got to stay focused. So let's go over some things.
If there's something I'd like to see us do as well in the second half as we did in the first, it's get the ball into the low post. They've had